Hey guys, okay, the topic of this video is own your desires around sex. And this is a tough one to do when we're not used to being expressive and open about what we want, right? Maybe most of us are used to kind of beating around the bush. For a lot of guys, the tendency is to meet a woman and kind of court her and interact with her, go out on dates with her, and oftentimes not broach this topic of sex until the woman is, say, at a certain point where she feels absolutely comfortable and the guy can't bear it anymore not to talk about it, and somehow the thing just comes up. And what I might challenge guys to do is, instead of that, to own it immediately, to own the topic of sex and what you like immediately and bring it up. It's funny when we talk about a topic that's kind of not really talked about in normal society. We don't often talk about that with people we don't know really, really well, and maybe we don't even talk about that with people we know really well. But if we can own something like that, what it ends up doing is allowing somebody else, the other person, to open up as well. And quite often in my own personal life, I will simply bring up sex very soon after I meet somebody, just because it's something that's fun to talk about, it's provocative, and usually the other person always has a perspective on it. And so, you can say something like, yeah, I love to have sex. It's a great part of life with somebody that I really connect with, if that's the way you feel. And I think you'll be surprised at what somebody else might say, a woman might say in response to that. So if that's out of the box for you, give it a shot, bring it up. The worst thing that's going to happen is she's going to say, I don't feel comfortable talking about sex. And you say, okay, fine, we'll talk about something else. But owning that desire, that primal, deeper desire that's a part of every one of us, that's a big strength as a guy, to be able to own that, especially with somebody that you just met. So if you feel up to it, give it a shot. Let me know how it goes.